You are standing in a grocery store staring at an aisle that stretches further than you can see. Hundreds of products, thousands of ingredients, every craving you have ever had, satisfied within walking distance. And yet, somehow, your body still does not feel right. Something deep inside you is still searching for something it cannot find here. The answer goes back further than you think. For almost all of human history, roughly 300,000 years, there were no grocery stores, no farms, no bread, no sugar. There was only the land, the season, and whatever your ancestors had learned to eat across thousands of generations of trial and error. And what they ate during that time was so different from what you eat today that some researchers believe the gap between your ancient diet and your modern one is the single greatest mismatch in the history of the human body. So what did ancient humans actually eat? Start with plants. Before agriculture arrived roughly 10,000 years ago, your ancestors ate wild plants. And wild plants are almost nothing like their domesticated descendants. Wild tubers were bitter and fibrous. Wild fruits were small, tart, and seasonal. Wild greens were tough and loaded with compounds that modern plants have largely been bred out of. Researcher Gordon Hillman spent decades analyzing plant remains at ancient sites and found evidence of humans consuming over 100 different plant species from a single region. Not a handful of staples. An entire landscape of nutrition foraged across wide territories and rotated with the seasons. Your ancestors did not choose from a menu. They read the land. Then fire changed everything. The moment your ancestors learned to cook, which most evidence places somewhere between 400,000 and 1 million years ago, the relationship between the human body and food shifted permanently. Cooking breaks down cell walls. It makes nutrients more bioavailable. It neutralizes toxins. Researcher Richard Wrangham showed that the introduction of cooked food likely triggered a dramatic reduction in gut size in early humans. Your digestive tract is shorter than that of any of your primate relatives. It was built, biologically, for cooked food. Now for the part most people get wrong: the meat. Ancient humans were not the hunters you imagine. The archaeological record more consistently shows opportunistic omnivory. Your ancestors ate meat when they could get it. They scavenged. They trapped small animals. And when they did eat meat, they ate all of it, organs first, because these were the most nutrient-dense parts. Anthropologist Marjorie Shostak's fieldwork with the Kungsan people of the Kalahari revealed that among one of the last surviving forager populations on Earth, plant foods provided roughly 60 to 80% of total calories. Meat was celebrated when it arrived, but it was not the foundation of the diet. The foundation was gathered food. The image of ancient humans as pure carnivores is largely a modern fantasy. But here is what truly separates ancient eating from what you do today: variety, seasonality, unpredictability. Your ancestors never ate the same thing 2 days in a row unless they had to. A study published in the European Journal of Nutrition estimated that pre-agricultural humans likely consumed between 100 and 800 different plant species over the course of a year. Modern humans get the vast majority of their calories from just 4: wheat, rice, corn, and potato. 4 out of 30,000 known edible plant species on this planet. That number should stop you for a moment. And then agriculture arrived. Within just a few thousand years, your ancestors went from eating hundreds of foods across vast territories to growing a handful of crops in fixed fields. Archaeologist Christina Warriner, through her analysis of ancient dental plaque and skeletal remains, documented the consequences. The first agricultural populations showed dramatic increases in tooth decay, nutritional deficiencies, and shorter average stature compared to the foragers who came before them. The bodies built for variety suddenly had to survive on repetition. You inherited that body. The same genetic machinery that told your ancestors to gorge on fat and sugar during rare moments of abundance, because winter was coming, because famine was always possible, is still running inside you right now. When you eat an entire bag of chips without meaning to, that is not weakness. That is ancient software operating exactly as designed. Your brain is rewarding you for finding a calorie-dense food source, just as it did 10,000 years before agriculture. The system was not built for a world where the honey tree never runs out. This is what researchers like Daniel Lieberman at Harvard call an evolutionary mismatch. Your body is running firmware optimized for a world that no longer exists. The mismatches extend into your gut microbiome, which was far more diverse in pre-agricultural humans, fed by the vast range of plant fibers their diet contained, into your immune system, into your relationship with hunger itself. None of this means you should forage for bark and wild berries. That ship has sailed. But the next time you feel a craving you cannot explain, or a vague dissatisfaction after a meal that should have been enough, know that what you are feeling is not random. It is ancient. It is the echo of a body built for scarcity and variety and surprise, trying to make sense of a world that has none of those things. You are not broken. You are just running very old software in a very new world. And somewhere in the part of your brain that still remembers, even though you do not know it remembers, something is still scanning the landscape for the wild fruit tree it has never seen, but somehow still knows to look for.